Hey guys, it's Venom here with a deck update for Dark Worlds. This is still budget, but I made it a little bit less from the structure deck. I decided that the structure deck, I didn't want to make it pure structure deck because that's what people were starting to call it. They were saying, oh, this is just a deck where you threw 3 structure decks together. It's not that skillful. All that stuff. I've been getting that a lot on Pojo. And a lot of junk like Pot of Duality needs to be run, it's necessary. Pot of Duality is not a staple in every deck, in my opinion. Black Wings, it's a staple. It's a staple in a lot of decks, but a lot of decks also special summon a whole lot, so it can't be a staple in everything. So therefore I do not run Pot of Dualities in here because I do not like them in here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the deck. First up, you got Dark Arm Dragon. I just recently thought about this guy. I was tearing down my Black Wings so I could build another deck, maybe. Black Wings are still going to be used some, but not as much as this. This is my favorite deck right now, by far. But Dark Arm Dragon is really good. Whenever I draw him in Black Wings, if I drew him, I had to like try to get 3 Darks in my grave. In this deck, I don't even have to try to get 3 Darks in grave. It just happens, and I'm just like, oh hey, 3 Darks in grave, let's summon him. I mean, he's just that good. And then he's an OP card already, with his remove a dark, destroy card on the field. It helps so much. And then Grapha. The destruction in this deck is crazy. There's so much destruction going on. But you discard him, you destroy a card on the field. 27 beat sticks, easy to get out. Main guy of the deck. Everybody knows what he does. 2 Silvas. I took out the 3 golds and one of the Silvas. I just didn't like that many. That's what I had originally, and then I narrowed it down, I believe, to 2 Silva and 2 gold when I showed you guys the first time, and I decided to narrow it down to just 2 Silvas. The Lords aren't that great, so don't run 20 of them. Just run the 2 Silvas, because Silva's the best of the 2. He looks better too anyways, and he fits the deck look better. 2 Brawn. I recently thought about this card, about how great he is. He's basically an 18 beat stick that whenever he inflicts damage, you discard it. You can discard. You don't have to, but you can discard a card. It's one of the few cards that you normal. It is the only card that you really need to normal summon, or one of the 2 only cards that you need to normal summon. And the good news is whenever you've got the field spell out, he can kill Thunder King, and Thunder King is a huge threat to this deck. Thunder King is probably a bigger threat than Effect Veiler is in this deck. Well, actually, Effect Veiler doesn't even hurt this deck at all, except for Dark Armed and maybe this guy a little bit, but not really. Effect Veiler's not that bad. But Thunder Kings, this guy stops Thunder Kings. Anti-meta decks, it just stops the Thunder. It stops all anti-meta decks because it kills the Doom Cal Knight before its effect goes off. So it kills the Doom Cal Knight, then its effect goes off. I mean, it's just so good. Brawn. He's definitely necessary, at least 1. The second one is a preference in my opinion. But a lot of people are saying even 1 is just preference. But no, with the field spell, you can get past, you can destroy so much of what this deck struggles against, such as Thunder King Ryo. And you kind of need it. So, 3 Snow. You're searching into the deck, search out any Dark World card, including the Gates, Dark World Dealings, etc., etc., etc. 2 Beige. I always found 3 too many here. You can normal summon him, return him for Grapha, or you can use him as a, or you can discard him and special summon him with the mass special summoning with card destruction, whatever. If necessary, you can discard him with Dark World Lightning and Dark World Dealings, etc. 3 Brow, Huntsman of Dark World. He's kind of like running 3 Pot of Dualities in a way. Once you discard him, you draw another card. So, oftentimes you end up getting 2 draws when you discard him, because you'll either discard him with Dark World Dealings, meaning you get 2 draws out of that, or you'll discard him with the Gates, which you get 2 draws out of that too. So, most of the time you'll end up getting 2 draws out of him. Really good. And finally, 2 Scars. This is budget Dark World, so these 2 would typically be like Tour Guides or Fabled Ravens or something else, whatever I could find room for. In the budget version, I would take out, or in the non-budget, I would take out Dark Arm Dragon, one of the 2 Brows, these 2 guys, and maybe one of the Beiges for Tour Guides and Fabled Ravens and stuff like that. But he's good. Set him, search him. I'm going to use him to search out Snow to start your search engine going. Or normal summon him, return him to the hand for Grapha. So, instant Grapha if you got a Grapha in grave. 3 of the Gates of Dark World, really good card. That's the field spell of the deck. What can I say? There's not much to say about it. It's really good. 3 Dark World Dealings, just discard outlet and draw power at the same time. And makes, if your opponent has no cards in their hand, it makes it really bad for them, because that means they're going to lose a card immediately. 2 Darkwold Lightnings. This is actually better than you would expect. You can hit face down defense position monsters, which you don't run into too often, but when you do, you can hit those. You can hit all their set cards that are going to hurt you, such as Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, all that good stuff. You can hit it before it hits you. Really good. And Mirror Force, that's a huge hit on this deck. This deck swarms. This deck is aggressive while being in control of what your opponent has while you're being aggressive. So you gotta also play a little bit conservative and get rid of all their stuff before you play your aggressive moves. Your aggressive moves are gonna be huge generally, and they're gonna generate a whole lot of damage if you play them right. So this deck is really good at just pulling out a crap ton of attack at once. Card destruction, just for the huge play, you card destruction and get rid of all your cards, add more cards, draw more, draw a bunch. You'll probably discard a Brow or a Snow in there, get a Searcher, another draw, get the Mass Special Summon. It's really good. Lure of Darkness, it's just simple draw engine. Foolish Burial, send Graph to the grave as soon as you can. Monster Reborn, because you can Monster Reborn every card in this deck except for Dark Armed Dragon, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, you know, just the staples. And then 2 MSTs, because this deck really needs the spell destruction. For the traps, you got Mirror Force, it's a staple. 2 Solemn Warning, it's kind of a staple nowadays. It's really good. Solemn Judgment, staple. 2 Mind Crush, staple for this deck. And Trap Dust Shoot, just because it's a staple. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, you got 2 number 39 Utopias, 2 Wind Up Zenmeister. I did have a second one, but I just recently traded it. The same with my Leviathan Dragon, 2 Leviathan Dragon. I just recently traded away one of them right before I realized that I wanted them. And that's it for the side deck, or for the extra deck so far. Just 6. I plan on putting Synchros in there for when I'm Monster Reborn or Mind Control. No, I don't run Mind Control in here, do I? Nope, but for when I'm Monster Reborn and opponent's monster and can Synchro with it. Monster Reborn and opponent's tuner. Let's go into the side deck. This is a budget side deck. It doesn't have any good stuff really. It is effective though, and it does work. For those mirror matches, you want these guys. You got 3 rainbows and 2 golds. 3 rainbows are because your opponent discards it and he comes out with 25 attack and destroys all their cards except for all their spells and traps or all their monsters. Really good. 2 gold just to go along with the 2 silver, extra discard, extra monsters that your opponents, during your opponent's turn while they're swarming, you want to be able to swarm too to protect yourself. Same with the Battle Faders. They're good for a mirror match and they're good for just about anything, to be honest, that you're struggling against. If they're overwhelming you, you can run these. They're really good. If they're attacking you a lot, why not? If they're pulling off OTKs left and right, do that. 2 Escape from the Dark Dimension, just like Battle Faders or the golds. Or the golds for mirror matches, and or the rainbows for mirror matches, and the silvers for mirror matches, whatever. This is for any matchup. You do remove a lot with the Gates of the Dark World and Allure of Darkness, so whenever you play this, it's going to surprise them. They can attack, and then you activate that, and it's like a Call of the Hunted for your move and play zone. It's really good. 2 Deck Debies, just because I've got the 2,000 plus attacks, and 2 Eradicator Epidemic Virus, same reason. I have the cards to tribute for it, so why not? That's it for the deck, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's January the 3rd, so it's 2012 already. It's kind of, it feels really like that, like 2011 went by really fast. Let me know what you guys think about how your 2011 year went. Mine went great. I attended a regional last year, the year before. I can't remember my last regional. But this summer, I will be attending another regional. I will probably be running Dark Worlds or Black Wings or something like that, because I already have them. If I can try to get a good deck by then, hopefully by then either emergency ban list or the March ban list will get rid of all the problem cards such as Tour, or at least hurt them enough that they're not going to be problem cards anymore, where they're just going to be regular cards such as Tour Guide, Reborn Tengu. Let's see what else needs to go. Dino Rabbit Xyz, something out of there needs to get hit, so that way that deck's not overpowered and run everywhere. Just some of the Xyz in general are pretty overpowered, if you ask me. Some of them need to be hit at least to 1 or 2. Leviathan Dragon, while no, it doesn't seem that overpowered, it can be extremely overpowered, especially with Tour Guide. Even Grapha could get hit in my opinion, to hurt Dark Worlds a little bit, or Snow to stop their search engine, whatever. A lot of things could get hit this format, and I'm kind of hesitant as to see what does get hit. BLS needs to get hit, but they're not going to hit it because they're about to release it over an OCG, which means that OCG's in our ban list is based off of OCG, so it's not going to get hit most likely. It still could happen, but I highly doubt it'll get hit. A lot of cards that I want to be hit won't get hit, sadly, as the cards I've been mentioning. And also, guys, rate, comment, subscribe for you three new subscribers, because I now have 9 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get up there to where I can get people viewing my videos, because the videos are for you guys. Tell me what you guys think I could do better. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a great day. If you're watching this during the day, I guess. But anyways, rate, comment, subscribe.